This is the Trade Machine Podcast. We're back, baby. And Hunter, I love it when you look at me like that. Tell me about yourself. What's your name? Are you just not going to say
No,
anything?
no.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And Rich, what's good?
What's going on?
Hunter just stared at me for 15 seconds.
Yeah, you had to start it off with a weird thing to say. What did you
It wasn't
expect?
weird. I
Yes,
like
it
it when you.
was.
No, I
No,
just.
no,
No, it's
no, it's
not.
weird.
Anyway,
No,
all
it's
right.
weird.
We're a month into
It's
the
weird.
basketball season, the NBA season, and we're going to talk about some of our biggest surprises a month in. We have a little bit of Trade Machine Lost Media, the John Morant episode, because our stuff got all messed up. We recorded the whole John Morant Trade Machine episode. It might come out someday. It might not.
It's
So
just
maybe
being
we'll put
weird,
it on.
man.
Yeah, maybe we'll post on some other account, people have to go dig and find it. But we're talking about our biggest surprises. 1 month in, we're going to talk surprise contenders, surprise contributors. And I got a couple trades I want to throw at y'all just because I've been having some fun on the trade machine. That is why we're named anyway. And so let's start off everyone's favorite team to talk about. They're 11-4. They're balling. And they just got LeBron James back. Rich, talk to me about the Lakers. You watched the game last night. Your expectations coming into the season weren't super high. Mine weren't either. To me, they've blown through those expectations. I want to hear your take, what you're seeing, and what you're thinking about the team.
Um, Now, like you said, expectations going into the season were super high. I like, where we're at. I like the record and everything. But game last night, we get off to a slow start, and that's kind of my biggest concern with the Lakers right now is kind of getting off to that start against Utah. I kind of expected us to come out the gate with more efficiency, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But we won the game. It's not about how you start; it's how you finish. So they pulled it together. Now, what I liked a lot was just the fact that we got scoring from so many different places. Like obviously, Luka's going to score. He had 37 points, but Austin Reeves was, he did what he did, and then I loved how aggressive Laravia was. I think he finished with like 20 points. I believe it was like 20. I had to look at the stats.
I mean, he's been good, dude. All year he's been good.
But dude, I'm honestly overall I'm liking just what we're seeing from the Lakers. Uh, I think they're well, I won't say they have, but I think they're kind of finding their identity. They just got LeBron back, so it's kind of hard to say that they found it because that was their first game. That was their first game with LeBron in the lineup. So, but I think that what we saw last night, if we can, I say we because I'm a Laker, bro. So
Yeah,
I don't
man.
want
You're on the
nobody in the
team.
comments talk
You're on the
about
team. No,
I'm
no,
a
no.
team.
Nobody.
I am a
Nigga,
Laker.
shut the
So when
hell
I
up,
say
man.
exactly when I say we, I'm talking about us as in the Lakers organization. But I think if we can just go into every game with that being the game plan. At this point in his career, I think LeBron is way more impactful as a facilitator than he is a scorer. I'm not gonna say he doesn't have it anymore, but it's just certain shit that LeBron was doing back in the day that he's just not as efficient at anymore. Um, he can get to the lane, he can get to the rim whenever he wants, but he misses a lot of those layups now, and like maybe it'll come together at some point in the season, but those momentum plays, stuff to keep us ahead when we got ahead was when he was facilitating, and that's just it was just so good to see. Um, what was even your question, bro? I just was like kind of got lost in
Well,
talking
our
about the Lakers.
expectations were kind of low, and that was what I wanted to hear. It's like, what are you noticing starting the season? Because, I mean, Luka's been out of this world. He's been insane. And
Yeah,
Austin Reeves is like a real second option. And we've seen with the Mavericks in two different eras, if you can give Luka another elite ball handler. First, it was Jalen Brunson. They went to the Western Conference Finals. Then they got him Kyrie. You surround him with some rim rolling bigs and some 3-and-D players. You can win a championship off that DNA. And that, I think, is what the Lakers can bank on. And we had that idea coming in, but the thought was, are they going to be good enough this year? Now, all that being said, it feels like OKC is inevitable. And
they're still
then you've
doing
got,
what we're expected to do.
and then even after them, man, the Nuggets, Jokic is playing as good as he's ever played. The Nuggets are as deep as they've ever been. The Rockets are playing so well. But the Lakers, I think, are actually in the mix, man. I think they could get a top 4 seed. I think they're going to end up a top 6 seed. Yeah, I guess if DeAndre Ayton's going to play well.
He's been really good this year,
And I was just about to say, DeAndre
16-9 pretty much.
I want to see more consistency from DeAndre Ayton at the center position. I like what I saw against the Jazz, but it makes me nervous if he's going to be able to maintain that. That's all. I just want to.
Well, I wonder. I think the best bet for them, and even playing out on the trade machine, like they could make a deal, and get one of these backup centers. Like I was looking at Jay Huff for the Pacers. Pacers are 1-12. Right, they're not winning anything. Why not just try and
get rid of
second round
players they don't?
Yeah. If they can get a second for him, why not? Day'Ron Sharpe for the Nets. He's young, but he's good. He'd be a really good backup center for them, and he's big, just like a force. I actually think that's the only real move the Lakers need to make.
Yeah,
like Laravia has been really good. Rui, really good. LeBron is LeBron. And
Laravia's doing a lot more than I thought he would.
Smart's been better than I expected too, which I should have known. You put Smart on a team that actually matters, and he's going to play better.
Yeah. It's like we're seeing the Marcus Smart of the Celtics.
You didn't know if he's still able to play at that level with his injuries.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Well, I mean, he was out of shape too in Washington, which anybody would have been. Who cares? He's playing for nothing.
Right.
But I really think that's what it comes down to. Like, if you can upgrade the Jackson Hayes spot, which he's played really well, but you just saw JJ Redick just didn't trust him in the finals last year. You can upgrade the backup big spot. Give yourself a little bit more insurance, because can you trust him or DeAndre Ayton with everything if those are your two centers?
Right, but I would like to see Jackson Hayes more at the 4 position. I mean, you need more scoring, at least on the defensive end. Like, I don't want him under the basket trying to rebound. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I want him to be. He's just athletic, so I mean, I feel like he can guard a lot.
Yeah, throw him on the perimeter.
Just defensively, and he doesn't really have the bag to really like do it on the offensive end. But he's just the positioning that he's going to be in at the 4 on the offensive end gives more. I mean, him and Luka are going to connect on the lobs, just throughout the game anyway, because that's just clearly
something like Derek Jones, kind of.
A little bit, yeah. Like
what Derek Jones is doing for the Mavs. Like, he can't shoot, he can't give you anything offensively, but he can be a rim runner. And
exactly.
See what he can do defensively. It's interesting.
But while having the 5 on the court, to like a DeAndre Ayton, but I like you were saying, if we could get that back up, but having the 5 on the court, because I think having DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes on the court at the same time, it's at some points. I'd have to go back and just look at the film, but at some points it just looked like they were kind of overlapping a little bit, and it just wasn't. It didn't mesh really well. So I mean, I didn't like seeing that, but it worked.
Yeah, they don't fit like that. But if you could get a stretch big like Jay Huff, you could actually probably pull that off.
Yeah.
And I'm just throwing him out because the Pacers are doing absolutely nothing. And same with the Nets. It's like these teams are just going to want to they'll take on money just to if they can get a second round pick, which I think the Lakers have some seconds to spare. I don't know.
I think the Pacers are a little different though, because we're
talking a backup center though. But we're talking a backup center.
But yeah, they'll trade the players they don't plan on keeping for a while.
So he's not like a core piece of their future. Like
But
I like him.
One thing I am excited about for the Lakers, bro, is just their ability to switch the lineups. Because there was that point where LeBron came in and he was doing all of his, facilitating whatever, and then him and Luka kind of switched, and then it was the Luka show again. That shit was, bro, that shit made me so fucking happy. I'm like, I just love having Luka on my team. But there's a lot of variety in what the lineups that we can.
Well, that's the thing. As soon as they got Luka last year, LeBron turned into probably my favorite version of LeBron I've seen since 2018, where he's playing defense. He's more of a connector, passer, like point forward. He doesn't have to create everything on offense. And he honestly kind of had a little bit of he was like the GOAT of Draymond's. Is the kind of ball he was playing,
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Right now in his career, he just like, if he could just do that, and then he was pretty. Let me see. He was pretty good shooting the ball.
I think he had like 11.
He had
a 3.
He didn't score a lot.
He had 12 assists, man.
Yeah, and I just think that's going to benefit us in the long run more than
12 assists, 7 rebounds, playing good defense. If you get that from him, you're going to get at least 50 a night, 50 to 60 a night from Austin Reeves and Luka. If LeBron can give you 18 to 20 even in a third role, the team should be good.
Even just take
LeBron. He can easily give you 40 a game, 40
right?
a game too.
But I would rather just see.
I'm not saying every game, Alex.
I think he still got 40 in him, bro. It's
LeBron. He can still get
40. Yeah, of course. He could get 40 a night, like in a night, but he's not going out there for 80 games and giving
I don't want to I don't even want to see that.
Can't rest him, though.
I just think if he could just come out there.
If Luka's out, LeBron's going to be LeBron.
Yeah.
He's not real. He's an alien. So he can do it.
You just send LeBron out there, stand at the top of the key, does what he does, orchestrates the offense, and then just make a pass and then get the offense going. That's what I want to see from Bron. Like, I'm cool with if we can win by 20 every night and LeBron only score 11 points but have 12 assists and knock down a few threes. I think that's fine. At this point, he's just added to his all-time totals. He don't need to really score much. He's the all-time leading scorer. So I feel like there's nothing else to prove with the scoring. He's scored so much in his career already. Just get in the bag. Now it's time to elevate that Magic Johnson side. People were comparing to Magic Johnson when he
100%.
came in the league, and that's just what I would like to see as a fan. I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but from that game last night when we got off to our slow start, when LeBron was just facilitating, and obviously Luka has to score, but for that to work night in and night out. But even when Luka's not scoring, I think Austin Reeves, he's dropped 50 this year already. So I'm like, we can lean on him too.
Yeah, Lakers are 11-4. Behind OKC, Denver, and Houston. And I think that's probably their ceiling is that 4 seed. But I thought this was a play-in team coming into the year.
We'll see how consistent it is, bro. I'm not going to let myself be convinced. I'm not getting my hopes up just yet.
Well, that's because you're a fan.
Fourth in the West would be, I think, second in the East right now. So
fourth in the West would be second in the East right now. Cavs are 10-5, second in the East.
10-6
now. They just lost right before we started this pod.
Alex, you're not gonna get me. Naquan Tomlin was starting.
I'm not trying to get you. Naquan Tomlin's kind of nice.
He's good, but he's barely ever played, and he's starting games.
So yeah, I think the Lakers, if they can get a trade for some kind of backup big, I actually really like Day'Ron Sharpe. I'd like to see him play with Luka.
I'd love to see Jokic come to LA.
See. This is every single time we talk about an elite player, you're like, he'll be a Laker someday. And it's like, I can't even refute it because
he might, bro. Shit.
It's so dumb. I don't understand. Anyways, the big surprise in the West has been the Lakers. They've been really good. They've shown promise. But we come to our big surprise in the East. One of two. But the number 1 seed in the East, 13-2, the Detroit Pistons. They're mauling everybody. Cade looks like a certified top 5 to 7 player in the league. He has that kind of potential. Jalen Duren is
giving like a top 5 center in the league right now.
He's looking like it. He's giving you 20 and whatever. Yeah. And one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, 96th percentile on offensive rebounding off of missed field goals.
And
Like
they
he
don't have
is.
Jaden Ivey yet.
They haven't had Jaden Ivey yet. And so here's my question with the Pistons. If you're the Pistons GM, how many times a week are you calling Danny Ainge and asking about Lauri Markkanen?
That's going to
Because
be hard to do.
you've got a real shot. You've got a real shot now.
He's averaging 30 right now, Alex. It's kind of...
He's averaging 40. I understand, but I mean, look, you can offer, here's the trade, right? Jaden Ivey, Tobias Harris, and Ron Holland. Ron Holland, dude. I
also
almost
been
would
really
want to trade
good.
him. He's like the perfect
Yeah.
Piston. He reminds me of like 04 Pistons. You know,
Yeah.
like a bad boy Piston. Like he's a dog. He's gonna get into a fight on the court. But those three guys, so you get two young players. Tobias Harris makes the salary work, and I think as many picks as you can trade, 3-4 picks, whatever it is, first round picks, for Lauri Markkanen. At some point, that's got to get the deal done, right? It's the most obvious fit in the league. You give Cade a secondary scorer like that at the 4 who can shoot next to Jalen Duren. And then all of a sudden, you're rolling out there with Cade, whoever at the 2, Asar Thompson, Lauri Markkanen.
Probably Duncan Robinson at the
Jalen
2.
Duren. You've got Duncan Robinson. You've got Karis LeVert. You've got Isaiah Stewart. That's a real rotation.
Who's the guy they've been starting recently that was like undrafted? He's averaging
that
like
point
20
guard
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Crazy.
Stupid. But they're beating everyone. And Cade is he's a certified guy.
Yeah. Cade is definitely it.
I think JB Bickerstaff is like the best coach at developing players.
That's been his history though. When he can develop the players, but can they get over that hump? You know,
in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
Well, we said the same thing, and then Kenny Atkinson lost in the second round too. So maybe it wasn't JB Bickerstaff.
Maybe not.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it's just Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell is the only player that's been good every single playoff series he's had.
Yeah, he's good.
Darius Garland gets hurt.
You want a cookie? I like your number.
And the Pacers
nice stat.
beat everyone. The Pacers brought the Thunder to 7 and could have won it if Halliburton didn't tear his Achilles in Game 7.
Okay, but let's backtrack. Here's my question: are the Pistons real contenders to get out of the East? Do you think?
I think if they make a move, that's that needle move for them is if they make a move for somebody like Lauri Markkanen, but him specifically.
I think they could easily be the best team in the East right now if they made a move like that.
Yeah, I think that's what it takes though, because I think
they could
roster
be that good without the move too.
They could. I'm not saying. I'm not even saying they can't. Like they don't necessarily need to do it if everybody can, just continue to rally behind Cade. But Cade's going to have off nights. You know who could pick up that slack? A bucket getting 7-footer that can shoot the ball. Like I just think that would be crazy.
Because you're saying Markkanen.
Are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
Let's go to a team that just probably is trading their best player.
I'm doing
Anthony Davis
right now, Hunter. Oh,
yeah.
Anthony! No, it can't be Anthony Davis. I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't want Anthony Davis playing the 4 anymore. I know Anthony Davis wants to play the 4. I don't want to play in the 4 anymore, man. I was cooking up something even better, Hunter.
For AD?
No, I have one for AD. I have an AD trade.
DeMar DeRozan?
I have an AD trade. No, it's Giannis.
Oh shit! Okay, I wasn't expecting you to say Giannis. To Detroit.
It's the same thing. It's Tobias Harris, Jaden Ivey, Ron Holland, but you add in Asar Thompson.
Yeah, I mean you're getting back a lot.
And you trade him too,
and all of your picks.
Yeah.
And Asar is that he's like a real piece. That's the thing. Where it's like I don't know if I want to get rid of Asar, but then you've got Cade, you've got Giannis, you've got Duren, you've got shooters Duncan Robinson, Karis LeVert, all the young guys that are playing really well. Isaiah Stewart as the backup 5.
He's been starting for them at the 4 right now, but that won't happen if they have Giannis.
The Bucks probably get a better offer, but that's a really good offer, man.
I mean, if
any Giannis trade, it feels hard to make a Giannis trade because he's Giannis, and nothing seems fair.
Yeah, but now he's hurt. What if the Bucks lose? What if Giannis misses 5 games? The Bucks lose all 5 of them. I don't expect him to win any games he doesn't play in. Like he has the whole team in a backpack right now.
Your best players would be Miles Turner and Ryan Rollins. So You
I'm
can't
just
win
saying.
very many games with that. If the
And
Pacers
then
can't win with Pascal and whoever, Miles Turner and Ryan Rollins is not going to do better.
the Bucks could flip Miles
Uh,
Turner. Like I wouldn't be shocked if there's like a Miles Turner Anthony Simons swap. Neemias Queta's balling. He's balling right now.
Miles Turner on the Celtics, you mean?
Yeah. Um,
It's a hard contract for them to take.
it'd be Anthony Simons.
No, but they just got rid of Kristaps for his contract, and
I understand,
Miles
but
Turner's
Anthony
making like
Simons,
30.
it's the exact money if they can be under the tax. I don't know. Anyway,
How would you feel about that as a Celtics fan having Miles Turner? Because Miles Turner is
so
kind of disappointing to me sometimes.
yeah, the Celtics back when Danny Ainge was running the Celtics and it was the Isaiah Thomas Celtics, Miles Turner was like one of the biggest trade rumors every single year for them. That's the
Yeah,
thing about Pistons. Like Pacers fans want to be all mad that Miles Turner left. He was in trade rumors since like his second year with the Pacers. Like they were trying to trade him the second they drafted him.
yeah.
And he was he was like their only player for years, and
They kept him though.
they did. But
They never
trust
accepted
me.
the
They
offer.
shopped him. They shopped him. I'll tell you that much. But I don't know. Miles Turner.
It would
I
be a
mean, he'd
good
be a
fit.
good fit. He'd
He
be a
can
good
shoot.
fit.
He's good defender.
Yeah, I mean the defense would just be insane. Those guards, those wings. I don't know.
And you get us another center that can actually shoot,
Yeah. Hunter, you think the
which is
Pistons
what
are
you
real?
lost. Yeah. They were already good last year, and it makes sense that they could take another leap like this and be this good because they are that young of a team.
Yeah.
So, and if Jalen Duren stays like this, they're definitely real.
Yep.
Because
I think the
Cade Cunningham's
Pistons
going
are
to be
legit.
Cade Cunningham.
Apparently now, like that's just who he is. Absolutely balling. Another team. We got two more teams in the East. This team, I think now, let me double check if they won tonight. Because if they did, this is going to be a really, really, really fun one. Let's see. The Toronto Raptors won again tonight. They've won 9 of their last 10 games. I don't even know how they're doing it. They're third in the East.
Quickly's been good.
Brandon Ingram's been fine. Scotty Barnes has been out of this world. He's shooting 40% from 3.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, they're playing with a lot of energy.
probably could flip RJ Barrett again. Maybe
You're
get
already
like a
talking
real
about
point
trading?
guard.
I kind of like this roster. Just roll with it.
I didn't even
I
think.
just don't see it winning. It
I,
just doesn't feel like a real contending team.
when I saw who they played the other night, because it was like they had like a crazy ending. Was it the Hornets or the Pelicans?
It might have been. Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly who they were playing, but it was like Brandon Ingram came down, had a block, and Scotty Barnes got like the game winning block or whatever. But they I wasn't expecting this team to have any kind of like cohesiveness at all. Like I just didn't see the personalities working. I didn't see the play styles working. But they found a way to win. It kind of reminds me of like I said before, like before we started, or when we started our series, talking about just over-unders, overs and unders and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how the Warriors kind of like took off with the small ball kind of thing.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of that. If they can take it to that level, though, like they have to
Big as hell ball.
Yeah, but like just like everybody's just kind of like the same person, kind of basketball. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah. Well, what's been huge for them is Scotty Barnes is shooting well.
Yeah.
Like he's not shooting a ton. It kind of reminds me of Mobley last year, or towards the end of 2 years ago, when he all of a sudden just became like a 38 to 40% shooter from 3 on about 3 or 4 shots a game. That's what Scotty Barnes is doing right now. He's giving you a 25-8, giving you 50% from the field, 40% from 3, 80% from free throw, and he's doing all the defensive stuff. I mean, if he's going to be that good, Brandon Ingram's going to actually try and play. He's still not shooting well, and he doesn't really play much defense. Like
He's never a crazy 3-point shooter, but
he's shooting
he's
like
a good
27% right now from 3. He's not shooting well at all.
No.
But
I've seen highlights. I gotta catch an actual game.
Still,
well,
like
who's watching the
watching
Raptors?
Right. I haven't seen the actual game.
Nobody expected it to be good. But I said this when we did our preseason pods. I like so many of these players. They're talented. None
Just
of them
didn't seem
make
like a
sense
good
together,
fit. Yeah.
but they're playing well, man. And Jakob Poeltl's just a good center.
It's a new era of
He's been
basketball,
good.
bro.
So
It feels like it's a bit of a shift right now.
Yeah, this is exactly what it is, bro. This could be the year that we see something like abnormal kind of make it and win it. They're gonna have to beat the Lakers.
I don't
not
think
OKC.
anybody's beating the Thunder.
So,
Though. I don't think anybody's beating the Thunder.
you know,
I don't know. I don't know what to do about the Thunder, bro. It feels like the league is just over.
a little Luka
AJ Mitchell
Magic.
played no
You
minutes for
never
them
know.
last year. AJ Mitchell played no minutes for them last year. He's going to win Most Improved.
Yeah, because he's crazy.
can you even
I
call
don't
him most
understand it.
improved?
I took his under on the bet a couple nights ago, and I'm like, oh
Crazy.
shit, because he only ended up with like, because I was, but my thing is, I wouldn't, not that I didn't think he would get it, but because you break down shot attempts, it's like, okay, it was a live bet, and he was like, but Duke could get going at any moment. I'm like, he ended up with 9 points that game, but it was like all in like the third quarter or something.
Yep.
It was kind of crazy.
They still haven't even had their 2 first round picks from the last few years. Because there's the
And that's
guy
the
they
crazy
drafted this
part.
year
Is like,
tore his Achilles or ACL, and Topic is also out. So they haven't even had their 2 future young
Yeah,
players.
shout out Topic, man. He got ball cancer. That's crazy, bro.
hey, so did dude in NFL.
Denver.
Yeah,
He
Right?
I can't remember
Whatever
his
played
that
name.
do with
the
ball
next
cancer.
game, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and he's playing football, bro. Topic, where are you, bro?
right.
Okay.
Get over it, bro.
Yeah, like what's wrong with you? My balls hurt
He's
sometimes.
probably the tough choice right now. I don't need to know that.
They hurt today, honestly.
Bro, it'd be like that.
You know what I didn't do? I didn't leave work.
You might need to go get that.
I stayed my ass right there. I finished my
Ball
shit.
cancer then.
Shit.
I stayed right there. I finished my
But bro,
No. Have you got checked out? 'Cause it sounds like you might need to.
shit. Hunter, I'm the third. There's 3 of us in this family that deal with this. You're coming, bro. It's coming. It's coming. One of our brothers was hospitalized. All right.
oh, shit.
Sat down wrong.
I don't think it's that. Anyway, we don't got knockers like that.
I'm gonna be
It's
the one
not
normal
like
one. What happened to me?
Oh shit.
I don't know about all that. Anyways,
Not
outside
taking him
Nikola
away from
Topic,
me.
I understand. You don't need to play with ball cancer. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't. Let's move on. The Raptors, good. I think all of us agree. I don't think they're real contenders to win the East. They're a good story. Maybe this is something they can build on. I would
love
be
to see the
shocked if
Cinderella
they won the
story.
East.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I love seeing stuff like that. But that's what
It'd
it
be
is.
like
That's,
the Giants a few years ago in the NFL, where they have that surprise season where they're good, and then they're back to.
Yeah, you see it a lot. I mean, the Kings had a year a couple years ago, but I do want to say playing well. Next team though, then the last team for our surprise teams. I don't want to get to a couple players and throw some trades out there. The Hawks, a little Ewing theory. Trae Young.
Haven't had
Trae Young got hurt, and they haven't lost.
I love the Hawks.
Jalen
without
Johnson
Trae
has been
Young right now, bro.
crazy.
I
Yes,
told
bro.
y'all last year Jalen Johnson was the best player on the
I think
Hawks.
everyone's been high on Jalen Johnson. It's just his health.
He's been their best player.
They
Trae
look
Young, he's
good.
the highlight guy. He's an elite passer. He's a good point guard. I actually love the way Trae Young's played the last couple of years. This isn't a Trae Young diss the same way I have been a little bit towards the John Morants or others. I think Trae Young is the best in that group of point guards that don't really do much for you defensively, and their shooting numbers aren't as good as you want. Like Trae Young, I think actually does the most for your team. But
Jalen Johnson does everything though.
But I think the era of building the team around Trae Young at this point, either go find somewhere that you fit in or fit the
they didn't
mold of
extend
what's
him.
going on right now. And that's the thing. Like if you're not going to find a way to fit into what's going on now, because everybody on that team, not everybody can do the things that Trae can do offensively. But you just look at the defensive side of the ball, bro, and just like the size. Like Trae Young is a liability on that team, bro. And that's not like you said. It's not a slight at Trae Young. It's just it might be time to move on. That's all I'm saying for the Hawks and Trae Young. I want to see Trae Young beat Trae Young still somewhere, but I don't think it's there.
It's not really surprising how good Jalen Johnson's been because last year, before he got hurt, 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half, and a block. He just did literally everything.
Yeah.
Score, pass, defend, rebound.
And I gotta give
And
a
he's a
shout out.
6'8" wing, so just
And that's
the best type of player you
kind
can
of
get.
exactly. I'm a defensive guy, bro. I love watching Dyson Daniels play. It's just dude is he's just a beast defensively.
Alex is definitely working on a trade. I can see because he's focused
Dyson
only on
Daniels
what's
is a
happening.
dog, though, man.
Cook that
Dyson
shit up.
Daniels is a dog.
But yeah, the Hawks, man, like I want to see. I definitely want to see Trae Young be successful somewhere because it's kind of a guy that I model my own game after. Being like, you smallest guy on the court, you got to find a way to get buckets. Trae's never had a problem getting buckets. But you talk about NBA basketball, bro. I'm just talking strictly NBA basketball. It's the best of the best in the world. When your best player could become the target for the opposing offense, you got to find a different system for him because Steph's never been the greatest defender, but he did what he did at such an elite level that, and the system was built around him on the offensive end that you can get him out of certain situations on defense and kind of optimize and maximize him on offense.
This team is winning and built off of two-way, big, lanky defenders.
Yeah.
And so here's what I want to propose.
Oh, shit.
We just talked about the Raptors. Hunter said maybe they make a trade to upgrade the Quickly spot, get a real point guard. What if
trade to the Lakers?
You trade Trae Young to the Raptors. The Hawks get Quickly their first-round pick, Colin Murray Boyles, and Agbaji makes the money work. Maybe a pick or two in there protected.
Agbaji getting traded again.
So what does that starting lineup look like for Toronto?
Toronto turns into Trae Young, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, and Brandon Ingram and Jakob Poeltl. You still have Grady Dick coming off the bench.
I think that's a spot where Trae can still
trade
shine.
Colin
Murray Boyles goes to the Raptors as part of the package with Emmanuel Quickly.
Makes sense.
You bring Trae Young's ability to facilitate into what they got going on right now. I think I don't hate it. I really don't hate it.
I think that both the teams should have to take a meeting and think about
it. Yeah.
Like, at least, because, if you're the Raptors, your ceiling gets way higher because you have, like, a certified, like, it's the end of a game. We need someone to go get a bucket. Trae Young is that guy. They don't have one of those guys right now. Their best player is Scotty Barnes. That's just not the way he's wired.
And I don't want to forget this, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I don't want to forget about. I know it was just one season. Like, it's more, what have you done for me lately, just in sports in general. But Trae Young did go on a run in the playoffs.
He has it in him if it's built around the right team. But it doesn't feel like the Hawks are trying to build around his skill set anymore.
Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to build around Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson.
Which they should. I don't want to see Trae Young come back and then they try to fit everything around him. I don't want to see that. They're playing so well right now. This is the new brand of basketball that they need to play to win. Don't go back to the old shit. Just either get Trae Young integrated in a way that's going to help the team or get him somewhere else.
And I want to say props to Trae Young because last year, I think he recognized that and played his most selfless ball when all these guys were.
Yeah, his assist numbers definitely went up.
And he wasn't his shooting numbers. Like, he had plenty of games where he was like, I think games where he was like 20 plus assists and he scored single digits.
Yeah, like, I noticed that too, bro, because I got the alerts and shit on for games and like I got certain players picked out. Every time his stat was popped up, every other game was like 20 assists, 11 points, 20 assists, 9 points. Like,
just crazy numbers.
Took his foot off the gas with the shooting and trying to score. But I want to see him. I want to see Trae Young score though. I still want to see that
because there's so much controversy around Trae Young. He is as good a passer as anyone is in the NBA.
Yeah,
Like
his
he's
vision
up
is
there with the
amazing.
He
Lukas,
averages
the
double-digit
Jokic,
assists.
the LeBron, Jokic, Luka. Like he's that kind of a passer. The issue is he's small and he can't really defend, and his shooting numbers aren't good. And it's just hard when you have that mix of things at your point guard. But the Raptors need a guy like that. They have big,
Yeah.
lanky defenders. They need shot
It,
creators.
it
But
just
then,
feels like the
go
Hawks
ahead,
are
go
just
ahead.
done with Trae Young type of trade.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't extend him this summer.
But
He was
but
he was
again,
eligible. They didn't give him the max.
it's kind of like your Miles Turner thing. It feels like they've been trying to trade him for a while too.
That's what
That's
I'm
a fact.
He's
saying.
been in
That's a
trade rumors
fact.
for so long.
And so I think Emmanuel Quickly, good point guard, can come in and play point guard for you. He's obviously not Trae Young. You take a flyer on Colin Murray Boyles, who is the exact kind of player the Hawks like, right? You think Asa Newell, Colin Murray Boyles, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels, Zachary Reese-Shea. And they've got these gays playing his ass off the bench. What's this dude's name? That's just like I can't remember his name. He's got some Czech name. And he's like an
On the
elite
Hawks.
shooter, bro. Yes, you got to go watch
Kind of
this
like
guy.
trying to bait
Um,
me into saying something
No,
crazy, and I
I'm
don't
not.
like it.
He's insane. You have to go. He had like back-to-back 20-point games. Like he is an elite.
I'll look
It
at their
reminds
roster.
me of Duncan Robinson when he was first popping off with the Heat.
Vit or
But he's
whatever.
but he's European. They're calling him Heat Check.
yeah.
Krejci, I think.
Yeah, it's Krejci. It's Krejci. He's a baller. He's a baller, dude. And I mean, the team's just got. If I'm
What was his name?
if I'm the Hawks, I have to really think about it. Like, can we make a deal with Trae Young that makes sense? And maybe it's the Kings. I don't know. It's like a Keegan Murray deal. But man, Hawks are balling. The East is wide open, and the East is better than. And that's what I was trying to say.
He's just hurt.
There's a lot of injuries in the East, but there's a lot of teams that are playing really. Philly is playing well. Atlanta playing well. Miami playing well. Chicago playing well. Detroit playing way better than you expected. Toronto playing well. These aren't teams we expected to be winning teams, and all of them right now have winning records.
It's early though.
It is early, especially like Chicago's kind of falling apart.
Ever since DeAndre Hunter put Giddey on the ground, it's not gone well.
But let's end the pod. I've got a couple fake trades. All right,
Yeah.
and I can't believe DeAndre Hunter actually did that to Giddey.
No.
So let's talk Bulls, right? Anthony Davis. The report is that they're looking to trade him. Then Mark Cuban says he's not going to get traded. Does Mark Cuban even know what
He
he's
didn't say
talking
he's not
about?
going to get traded. He said he's not doing it this season. He said he's basically going to trade him, just not yet.
But if they have a chance to get a top 3 pick again, I wouldn't even mess with it. Trade Anthony Davis.
But then again, they traded Luka. I don't trust anything they say on trades.
So here's my blow up trades. Here's my blow up scenario for the Mavericks. You trade Anthony Davis to the Bulls. You bring back Kobe White, who's an interesting point guard, right? I really like him with Cooper Flag. Younger. He hasn't even played for the Bulls yet, so it's not like they're really losing anybody. Kevin Huerter makes the money work on expiring deals. Same with Zach Collins. Kobe White, Kevin Huerter, Zach Collins, probably a couple firsts.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis goes back home to Chicago to the Bulls. All of a sudden, you have Anthony Davis, Vucevic, Giddey, Matas Buzelis. You got Okoro and all them that are playing. That's all of a sudden the thing the team needed, which was a real rim protector. You get the one guy who can protect the rim and also give you 30.
Right.
You don't think
Right?
SGA
Nobody
could be
else is
traded?
doing that. I mean, Wemby's doing that, but he's not available. Right? SNG could be traded. He could be a part of that.
Bro.
He don't count. He's not available. That's part 1. You trade Anthony Davis to the Bulls. Part 2, you call the Rockets. And you say, hey, you see how good OKC is. You got a 37-year-old small forward. If you really want to make a run and win now, we'll trade you Kyrie Irving. All we want back is Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepard, and a couple picks. You get 2 young point guards.
That's tough. They have to win if they do that, though.
That's
They have to
fully
win.
selling in on the win
And
now. Yeah.
Reed
They
Shepard's
have to
cooking,
win.
though. Reed Shepard's cooking, though.
Yeah. He's definitely stepped it up since we last talked about him.
Since we roasted him in our first pod after the new season.
I wouldn't even try to roast him. I was just
I think we all said that
he was
he
so bad
just
against
didn't look
those.
good.
But it was OKC guards. He's been what's really been most impressive to me. He's shooting like 50% from 3. Right, that's not sustainable. I think he's already down to like 47 since the last time I looked. But what he's doing is he's embracing that defensive identity as a small point guard, where his hands are just in everything.
Yeah,
I think he's
that's how
averaging almost 2 steals a game right now.
That's exactly what I was talking about, bro. Like you have to
1.6.
You have to find a way to impact the game. Just find a way to impact. And I mean, he's got it, bro. I wasn't trying to roast him because I actually really like what he was doing, the shots he was taking. Because when he makes them, it looks great. But like against a team like OKC,
time,
yeah.
So who says no?
I think the Rockets.
You think the Rockets say no?
It just puts so much pressure on them.
Yeah, you have to win if you do that, bro. Like, you don't have.
But you still have Amin Thompson, Alperen Şengün, Tari Eason, Jabari Smith. You still have a young core.
Yeah, but we haven't seen
Fred
VanVleet with this squad yet, though.
But they're not going to play all year. And Fred VanVleet, I think, is it a player option? It might be a team option next year.
I think it was team option.
Yeah, because they took his $50 million team option this year and turned it into, I think it was 2 years of 25 with the player option, actually.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I would love to see Kyrie and KD play together again on a team that could actually win
It's a player option.
I'd love to see that, but I just love.
Think about it:
right
Kyrie, Amin Thompson, KD, Jabari Smith, Şengün.
I'm watching every game.
You got Steven Adams and
Clint Capella,
Tari Eason, Clint Capella.
Tari Eason pissed me off this year.
Bro, he's been shooting it well, man. He's been shooting
but
though.
DFS is also there.
DFS. I mean, that team, I think, that team rivals OKC and Denver. All of a sudden, they're there.
Yeah, it just makes them a lot older.
And then Dallas comes away. They have Kobe White. They have Reed Shepard. They have a bunch. They have probably between that 3 or 4 firsts.
And that side of it actually looks really nice. I actually really like that for Dallas.
And then the Chicago gets to actually make a run at it with Anthony Davis. The question is, how many firsts are you really getting for Anthony Davis at his age with his injury history at this point? And he's injured again. That's the concerning part. Is like, what do you really?
No real way to determine his value right now.
And I think Kyrie actually gets more value. Yeah. I think you can get more value from Kyrie. You've got 2 more years after this one on his contract at $36 million, which is a steal. Like his max would have been 54. He's at 36.
You know where Kyrie should go?
The Lakers.
It's not a good fit,
bro. You don't even want him on the Lakers.
It's not a good fit.
You giving up Austin Reeves?
Come off the bench behind LaRavia.
He's not doing that. Kyrie's had problems not being the superstar. I don't see him as a backup ever.
Give us a good 12 and 5 off the bench. No, I'm just playing.
That's my favorite blow up scenario. I tried to get Anthony Davis to the Celtics, couldn't make it work.
Yeah,
can't make it work without Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. That's just a non-starter.
I don't even want to hear nothing about that. Y'all, Jason Tatum's coming back. Okay, you're still good. I don't want no. Y'all need to get better. Okay.
Yeah, I think they just need a backup big. Kate has been so good. I actually think this team's gonna be good. But anyway,
I mean, Joe Mazzulla's
the other thing
coach.
With all of these point guards, you have to think about the Heat. There's the Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell. That gets you in the conversation. That gets you into the Trae Young money. It gets you into the Kyrie Irving money. It puts you right in between their 2 salaries. Ja Morant. That's the other team that's sneaky. Miami. And then what was my last trade? I had one more trade, I think. What was it? I think that might have been it. Obviously, we had Giannis to the Bucks. Giannis to the Pistons.
I think he's already there, but
nuts. You could, beforehand. I don't know if you could really make a Giannis to the Rockets trade now. It'd have to be like Reed Shepard, Tari Eason, Fred VanVleet's salary, and all the picks. Because at this point, you're not trading Şengün, you're not trading Amin Thompson. Amin Thompson was already untouchable, and Şengün is taking a leap. You're not trading him. I wouldn't be shocked if the Rockets made an all-in deal. And I don't know if Kyrie and KD, what's going on with that relationship after the way things went down in Brooklyn. But if it's even close to okay, man, I don't know. I would just make the trade. Reed
KD
Shepard
talked
looks
about
really
that,
good.
and I don't think they're like beefing. Like they still got kind of respect for each other, but at the same time, it's just like that was a situation where they felt like they could do something, especially James too, because they all have really good relationships, and that whole Brooklyn situation kind of should never happen, to be honest.
You know when two people get together and like those two, they're both way too emotional, and this is not going to work. This is going to be a
Look,
disaster.
it was COVID
Right.
Kyrie. It just wasn't going to go
Exactly.
Like
well.
you just knew
Yeah.
that's what was going to happen with KD and Kyrie. And Kyrie is more crazy than KD is. KD's just like he just likes to talk shit on social media, like whatever.
Yeah.
But you just know like these guys are going to fight, and it's just not going to end well.
It's just some.
I don't even think it
It's
was between
alphas, bro.
Kyrie and his
Two
teammates.
alphas
He was
just
banned
crash.
from playing home game.
Two sigmas
Never mind.
or sugmas, Hunter.
Nope. Nope.
Have you ever heard of a ligma?
No. 28.
Anyway, okay, Hunter. Couple things I just wanted to note. Surprise contributors. I just want to take a second and acknowledge that Deni Avdija is averaging 26 points per game. I don't know
Okay.
where that came from.
Bro's hooping.
We talked about him as a most. I think I took him. He went first or second, I think, for me in our most improved draft. I think I took him first in our most improved draft,
Yeah.
and I thought he could maybe get to like 22, 7, and 5. He's averaging 26 a game.
I got one I
just
want to
think
add
Portland's
to.
good.
I got one I want to add to your list when you have
So I want to say Deni Avdija, Ajay Mitchell, and then Keontae George is averaging like 23 and 8.
And he just dropped 34
Wow.
on us. But
Yeah, he can't shoot. He doesn't really defend, but like elite passer, and he's a bucket getter. He kind of reminds me of kind of who John Morant is right now. But he doesn't have
Yeah.
the name that John Morant has. But it's a similar game. Who's the guy you wanted to add?
Cedric Coward. I just want to give him a shout out for how he's been playing. This last game, we talked about him last.
Was my favorite rookie coming in. Him and Derek Queen were my favorite rookies, and I didn't feel like I could talk about Derek Queen because that trade was so abysmal.
Yeah.
They're
But
my
I finally
favorite
got to-
rookies coming this season. He's so good, Rich.
I just finally got to see him play. I think they played the Spurs yesterday. I think that was right before the Lakers game. It was either yesterday or the day before. But like I was talking about before, bro, just his attitude, the way he approaches the game, and his story and all that. Like, I just really enjoy seeing him get out there and get buckets. And actually, they kind of fell apart at the end, and they lost by like 10 because they couldn't score in the last like minute and a half.
They're just not that good.
Yeah, but he had some clutch plays down the stretch, and they just couldn't close it out. But I just want to give him a shout out because it was really fun to watch him get buckets.
And the other thing too is he had a tough start to the year. Last 5 games or so, Cooper Flagg is balling. He probably is the best rookie in the league. He was just in an awful situation.
Oh, no.
Trying to get him to play point guard.
Feels like any of the lottery picks you can call the best rookie right now. They've all been
Cooper Flagg, what he's been doing
crazy.
defensively, and let's just look at his game log.
Oh no, Cooper Flagg's been good. He's had some rough games, but he's still
Shout out VJ too.
been really good.
Last
seen
5 games, he's
Condo the
averaging
last few
19, 6, and 4. He shot 55% from the 3, 33% from 3, 55% from the field. Elite defense. You're not getting better numbers than that from a rookie. Khan is balling.
He might be the current rookie of the year right now.
And VJ had a little bit of a slump. Really good game tonight against the Raptors.
His slump was still really good.
His slump was still decent.
not 20
numbers,
points a
but
game.
He's still dropping like I was gonna say.
Which when you got 3, Tyrese Maxey's the best guard the Celtics have played all year. I have no idea. I don't know where to put his ceiling. He's so good.
It rises every year.
Too.
Like I legitimately think he's the most pure hooper in the league. Like when you watch him play, the step backs, his bag, the way he can get to the bucket. He's a good passer. He plays within the offense. It's weird watching Joel Embiid just stand out there and let Tyrese Maxey be the hero. Like it's kind of sad. But Maxey's that good. He's just that good.
He just had his lowest points in a game, and it was 24.
Yeah, he's the best player the Celtics have played all year. Just as a
And he's
Celtics fan
one
watching all their
game
games,
under 5 assists. So
he has been the best player they've played all year. He was out of his mind in that opening game.
Kind of feels underrated.
I think he is too. I don't think he gets enough love.
He's about as
Because
good
so
as
much
any
of the
guard in
narrative
league
is
right
about Joel Embiid, and then even after that, it's like Paul George and
He's averaging
them being
32 and
disappointing.
7.7 assists and not really talked about that much.
His situation is a little unfair too because Philly fans kind of suck because
They're awful, bro.
I don't know why they expect to win so much. I mean, it was just kind of how they since the AI days when they were. I just watched that documentary, by the way. If you haven't watched that, that shit's fire.
I haven't.
But
It's good.
yeah, I liked it. But you know, when they're winning is great. Like they're not winning like regular shit. I'm talking about playoff. Like when you're in the mix. But when they're Philly isn't a team that gets the luxury of trying to figure things out. Like it's either we're the best or we ain't. I think so.
Yeah, the boos come quick.
Yeah.
It's been a fun start to the year. I think we need to do once we get we're going into the holidays and it's about to be NBA Cup time for the playoffs there. We'll do a little pod talking about NBA Cup games. Darvin Ham literally has never lost.
Still undefeated, bro. I was just about to say, still undefeated.
There's a rumor that the Pelicans want to hire him, and I think it's just a sham job by the NBA so that he'll finally have to lose an NBA Cup game. But Darvin Ham, maybe misunderstood.
Should have kept his job, clearly.
He didn't need to be the Lakers head coach. I didn't like that at all. I thought he was he's good where he's at now. Like he's a great assistant coach, but a head coach, it was just one game where I was watching him and LeBron talk, and LeBron was telling him what to do, kind of thing. It was like,
it's raps then. It's over, bro.
Yeah, you got a coach like Ty Lue's like, yeah, LeBron's gonna get his off, but Ty Lue's gonna run what the fuck he wants to run. Yeah. Darvin Ham was just like, oh, sorry, Bron. No, like,
sorry, King. Bro. Sorry, King.
Right. You bowed down, dog. Like, whatever you say. We need a JJ Redick in there. Like, snap back, dude. Like, he's just too calm. He's a great coach to have on your bench to talk to. Like, when the head coach is mad at you, go talk to Darvin Ham.
I'm pretty sure Darvin Ham played with LeBron. It's just hard when you played on the team.
Yeah, I mean it's true. He did.
It's hard when like that guy carried you for 82 games, and now you have to talk down to him.
What can you tell me? What can you tell me,
bro? You just can't. Yeah, man, it's fun. We'll be back soon. Not for the holiday because we're gonna be in a boat, baby. Hunter, we're gonna find Hunter love on this cruise next week.
No, you are not.
Hunter, bro, don't run from
don't run from it.
The romantics.
Don't run from it.
I don't want Alex deciding anything for me.
I'm married. I got one on the way, bro, and I just need you to realize when I'm putting you on game, I'm putting you on game. Right? So when I tell you what to say, follow the script. All right, that's the Trade Machine Podcast. Go Celtics.